All right, so we'll continue to shift into our practice. Welcome to anyone joining on YouTube. All right, so we'll continue to shift into our practice. Welcome to anyone joining on YouTube. Don't really need to hear me say everything twice, I don't think. All right. Let's take a moment to invite in some relaxation. Remembering that that looks different on different days. So we are not trying to reach an ideal, perfect relaxation. And we're also perhaps letting go of the idea that we can't relax. Maybe today or in this moment, there is relaxation available. So maybe we're just letting go of our expectations for what relaxation is supposed to be, or can be, or should be. Maybe checking in particular with the spots where you tend to hold tension and stress in your body, the places where you maybe tend to brace. And we can offer invitation for relaxation to these areas. Doesn't necessarily mean they relax, but can extend that kind invitation to our jaw or our shoulders or neck. Maybe the abdomen. Anywhere else that might benefit from that invitation. There's definitely a letting go and a trusting and a allowing the river to carry you when it comes to relaxing. Said it before, say it again, that it's a brave thing to do, to relax, to let go in all those subtle and not so subtle ways at the body level. There's a vulnerability in relaxation, and of course, a strength in many ways. There's a period of time I was in a lot of car accidents, and that often the injuries came from seeing it coming or bracing as as impact occurred, and tightening my body up. And so I started training myself in the car, whether a passenger or driver, to, instead of bracing when something felt a little iffy, to relaxing. And now in my dreams, if I'm in a car accident, I there's this whole big epic moment where I relax my whole body. And luckily, I haven't had to have that experience in real life, but it seems to have made its way in. And I find the same with life, with all of the experiences of life. The bracing, the resistance, the tightening up against what's happening or what I fear is going to happen. The more that's softened based on practice and trust and seeing again and again that it's okay. There's an ease, even when there's not ease, even when there is pain. There's ease available because we're not fighting. We're not holding on. And even though it's scary sometimes, it's ultimately, in my experience, much safer in a larger sense. in a more unconditional sense. Now opening up to as much of experience as you'd like, as is available. It might be that right now there's just a lot of thinking. So that's what's happening. It might be that there's an awareness of a variety of sensory experiences. So whatever's happening, if you find yourself holding on, pushing away, tightening up, bracing in whatever way, in reaction to or around these experiences. Let's see what happens if we bring in this principle of relaxation, of not bracing wherever possible, of letting go rather than holding on or pushing away. And that might be at a physical level. You might feel that letting go in the muscles of your body. You might feel more energetic, energetic relaxation. You also might just notice that there is space. There is space around inside and around whatever's arising. There's also a letting go, relaxation available in noticing, even becoming that space. There's a whole range, a whole range of what this might be. It might be literally just again and again relaxing your shoulders, again and again relaxing your jaw. Or it might be a becoming ever expanding, contracting space. Might be anything in between or around either of the things I just said. The intention is to let it happen. To give in, to give up, to let go. Maybe right now you don't need to do anything. So you can continue on just exactly as you are if you'd like. Or if you want, you can come along to this next prompt and please do this based on what is appropriate for you. We're going to work a bit more with relaxation, but with relaxation around loss. And so that can mean a lot of things. And it's up to you and your discernment and your wisdom to know what kind of loss or imagining of loss is appropriate and safe. So it might be just bringing to mind some kind of object that you've at some point that was important to you that at some point was misplaced or lost. It might be an object that is important to you that you still have. um, and you might imagine what it would be like to not have it. Um, of course, there's a lot of other kinds of loss. Some of you have heard me talk about how I meditate on Jake's death pretty regularly and kind of sit with, not for long periods, but sit with that feeling and, in essence, relax with it, relax around it, which won't change the fact that when Jake dies, I'll be devastated. But I will have practiced, just like with the car accidents, I would have practiced relaxing. And in that case, actually really being able to really feel the loss, experience it rather than fight it. At least ideally, that's the practice. Do the same thing with our own death. It's for some, that's the whole practice is a contemplation of that, a practicing for death. But then, of course, there's all the little deaths, all the little losses. Doesn't have to be the big one. So there's a whole spectrum of what you might explore in these next couple minutes, if you so choose. Use something not too intense as an example of, like, I had a ring, a turquoise ring that had belonged to my dad that was really special to me and important to me on a sentimental, emotional level. And I lost it in a yoga class, a yoga studio. And if I think of it, it doesn't have that much charge at this point, but I can kind of tap in a little bit to that feeling of loss. Oh, I would like to still have that. I'm just noticing, how my body reacts to that. What comes up emotionally, energetically, mentally, and intentionally softening, letting go, allowing space. The invitation here is not to burrow into the feeling of grief and loss and feel bad. That's not the invitation. The invitation is to allow whatever this is, this real or imagined loss to arise, and then to relax. And you might just bring the thing up once, and that's enough to work with. So part of learning to trust and feel safe with letting go and relaxing is being honest with ourselves. Honesty leads to trust. And with a practice like this, that honesty comes in with, is this the appropriate thing to be working with? And then making adjustments as needed, if needed. Letting go of any sense of competition with ourselves or anyone else for that matter. And if an adjustment of what you were working with as far as loss goes was necessary, settle into whatever you've adjusted to. And take a few more minutes here to relax and soften and allow for space around and inside, whatever that is, whatever that experience is. Right. So slowly releasing whatever that was that you were working with, releasing the practice, relaxing around the practice, allowing some movement into the body. Mm. Taking a look around your space, maybe. All right. Thanks for practicing with us, YouTube. And we will not be live streaming next week, YouTube. So see you again soon. And thanks for being here.